What a finish! What a man!
The drum roll finishes, and the target is hit.
And it comes on finals night, and it's a knockout
Brilliant! Dirty Harrison! Van Velzen!
So it's double top. What a game of darts this is.
Alex Spelman.
What a crazy leg. What a
Getting shown the
crazy
match,
end.
Graham Usher.
He's going to have to float this over the top. The flight's obscuring,
shown
but
the
he
match,
manages.
That looked like a very unlikely win.
Getting shown the match.
Could be a bit awkward. Is he going to go for it?
Getting shown the
He
third
does.
by Graham Usher. Getting shown the
Well,
match.
that is
Guevara.
found, and that's a win. Double 16 for Spelman.
Getting shown the
Double
match,
16
Alex
it
Spelman.
is. Yeah, it's double trouble 4, and it is the second night of Group B. We are coming to you from the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. That's a great start to the show, isn't it? Welcome along to the action in Group B. It's the final Friday session of 2025. They're calling this Mad Friday in the United Kingdom. And on the subject of madness, I've got Keegan Brown with me here in the studio. Keegs, great to see you again. And the final Friday night's worth of action here at the Super Series in 2025. We've got two Americans in the field, and Alex Spelman and Ram Guevara, and they had good opening nights. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, definitely. We know what Alex can do over the last 2 or 3 years now, but I was really impressed with Ram. It's the first time he's ever played at the Modus Super Series. It's double trouble, and you know what? He's in good contention.
Earlier on this afternoon, we saw Group C come to a close. It was Scott Mitchell that won it in the end, and it was just efficiency, consistency, and you could tell, yes, he was having fun, but there was something bigger at play for him.
Yeah, definitely. I think, obviously Scott wore his heart on his sleeve when he did the interview earlier, and the word that really stood out for me was the word belief. And, he's believing again. You can tell the confidence, the shots, and darts is now becoming easier for him again.
Right, this is how the table looks following the end of double trouble for Scott Mitchell and Addy Hamilton. The two players who made it for Robert Thornton also finished on 12 points, but he missed out by way of legs difference. So that was how Group C finished. Group B is at its halfway point. That's what we're going to be watching this evening. And it is Alex Spelman that leads the way. 6 points following 4 matches for him. Graham Usher and Steve West alongside Ram Guevara. They're the 3 players there in behind, and Devon Petersen at the bottom of the pile on 2 points. I think it's fair to say that, yes, Alex Spelman broke a spell of there being 9 games with the throw last night. But actually, if you break it down, you boil it down, he was probably the most consistent player.
Yeah, 100%. Let's be honest. He was the only one that threw over a 90 average last night when he beat Graham Usher, and he was a lot more consistent than all of them. And that's simple as it is. That's why he's top of the pack.
So Alex Spelman at the top of the table. Let's have a look at the outrights then and see what's what. I mean, look, he's probably fair at 23-20, but because it's so tight, is there value in other areas?
I think, to be fair, you can have a punt on Ram. At the end of the day, him, obviously Steve and Graham are on the same points, and if you want to get value, I think the 13-2 is good.
It's 18 plus. It's gambleaware.org here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth if you're going to have a flutter. Right, it's the end of 2025. You probably know because you've had to go and buy some very expensive gifts on an online shopping website. However, 2026 is just around the corner, and to get rid of those January blues and to start the January sales, we've got some things coming up just for you.
League of Legends winner is the Owl, Richie Holmes.
As he is the wizard, Simon Whitlaw.
Gemma
Lisa Ashton. Bullseye says yes. Bullseye's got.
Double trial for a 9-star finish.
Keegan Brown. It's the Netherlands. The Republic of Ireland.
double start.
96.
He forgot.
The winner, a double trouble 2, is the born Robert Montage!
Yes! Just what the doctor ordered.
That is special.
The African warrior, Devon,
Well, this is how 2026 looks here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. ADC Global Championship 2025 is going to be, ironically, the first event in 2026 on Sunday, the 4th of January. That's the day after the World Championship final. Then we have the Seniors Showdown from the 5th to the 10th of January. Women's Week the week after. Series 13, put these dates in your diary. The 19th of January to Saturday, the 18th of April. And then we have the first international pairs thereafter. And then Series 14, interestingly, the Champions Week for Series 14 actually is on the same week as the 2026 World Match Play. So that'll be a bit of fun for you in July. Then Double Trouble 5 will take you into August. And then Series 15 will reach its conclusion on Halloween night on the 31st of October. And then the return of the ADC Global Championship. It's going to be played over the course of a week in 2026 from the 2nd to the 8th of November. That's a Monday through to a Sunday. And then following that, we've got 6 other specials weeks to be confirmed from the 9th of November to the 19th of December. And if there is any specials weeks that perhaps you would be interested in having here at the Super Series, or any thoughts or any suggestions, you can tweet us. We are at MSS Darts. That's our social media handles. First up, Alex Spelman, the 37-year-old from North Carolina, takes on the 39-year-old Devon Petersen from Mitchell's Plain in South Africa, the reigning ADC Global Champion. But he's not going to be the Global Champion come January the 4th. Tom Sykes will be the big bookie's favourite to go on and win that particular tournament, pick up the £60,000 top prize, and become global superstar. On the subject of global superstars, Devon Petersen is stealing Paul Hinks' shine. It's not all about you,
First leg,
Dev.
Alex, you're through first.
Come on now.
Come on.
Anyway, Spelman to get us underway. And he actually broke a chain of 9 matches last night that all went with the darts by winning this game yesterday evening against Throw. It's the reason why he has a 2-point lead at the top of the table going into Friday evening's action. Doesn't get off first visit. As for Devon Petersen, he got his night off to the perfect start.
32.
Beat Steve West in his opener, but lost his subsequent 3. But he's off first visit there. Keegan Brown's with me in the commentary gantry here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. We have got the best seats in the house, Keegs, tonight. And this could be a very interesting night.
Yeah, definitely. And do you know what? I'm so impressed with Henry. You said all that in one breath. I take my hat off to you. I really do. But no, in all seriousness, what a fantastic
41.
first match we've got. We've got America against South Africa. What fantastic for our North American viewers
100.
on Pluto TV watching Alex Spelman kick off the night against South African's Devon Petersen.
100.
Well, Spelman, who's getting a bit of a bonus here by playing this week. He was at the Ali Pali, the World Championships.
100.
He was beaten by Gabriel Clements by 3-0 in the opening round of the competition. Devon, whose objective will be to get back there on shore next year. Although I did spend yesterday in the company of Devon as David Munyo
60.
at Kenya made history at the Ali Pali. And I'll be honest, I'm surprised I came out of that experience unscathed, not battered and bruised, because he really was getting at it, Devon. And
100.
there's a lot of people that talk the talk about walking the walk. But with Devon, he absolutely, everything he says, he backs up with that belief. And there is a saying that action
44.
speaks louder than words.
Devon,
And if you're hoping that his
107.
actions here is to take out a 107 to break in the opening leg.
He's going the right way about things, isn't he? So it's double 16 to kick the even off. I was
75.
very unlucky not to hit
Alex
the 107.
157.
I think it was Alex an outside chance. There's 157.
$28. Devon car 32.
So Devon, double 16, 2 8s.
Game shown the
That's a good
first
start
leg,
to
Devon
kick off the night.
Petersen. Second
Well,
leg,
he's
Devon to
broken,
throw first.
leads
Game on.
1-0. Going with the four-sided flight. So we did actually have the conversation together in the commentary box yesterday afternoon as to what his planned attack will be via shape of flight. Yep, darts in
32.
2025 for you. Now, for someone like Connor Scott, whose darts arc up through the air, having the tri-side flight makes sense. But for someone like Devon, who propels it just, I'm not quite sure whether he will get the right trajectory through the air of a three-sided flight. I think this type of flight suits him better.
Yeah, 100%. Dev's got a very
140.
similar throw to me. His darts are, very much like mine. I throw with a very skinny barrel as such, and I'll be honest, if I used the three-sided fights,
60.
my darts would just be going everywhere.
$81.
You can see them flights there. What a perfect camera angle that was.
85.
It's a good recovery on that treble 19.
81.
To be fair to Dev, he's came out of the blocks really strong, and really obviously a leg and a half in, but he's already 20 points in front of his
135. Devon car
American opponent,
167.
and Alex Spelman.
$83.
Well, Petersen here is in control, and if he wins this game, then it'll be a bit like the Australian batting card in an over, won't it, Keegs? 6, 4, 4, 4, 4.
105. Devon car 84.
Less of that, the better, I find.
It's like having Marnus and Travis Head at the crease.
Steph looking at the bullseye to go 2-0 up.
35. Alex car 76.
Well, 76 for Spelman to break back into level up at 1-1. And so double top.
Game
Double
shown the
top
second
found.
leg, Alex
Spelman
Spelman.
back on terms at 1 apiece.
Third leg, Alex to throw first. Game on.
That's one thing I'm so impressed is the fact that, we're very privileged to have that sort of ladder view like we're seeing right now, and you can see how Alex's darts actually
47.
goes very flat-like into the board, and, sometimes you can see his, he has the occasional fallout, but it's not a fallout in the board.
32.
The darts clatter and they just can't get in.
I tell you what, shall I show you how good our team is? We've even got a camera shot which does this, but to the side of the board. They are very
140.
good. And I tell you what, they're that good, they're going to do it after Devon throws these 3 darts.
You've put our team under pressure straight away, and we're only in the third leg of the match.
140.
See, that is how good they are. And I tell you what, this could be perfect time. Oh, no, maybe not. Right, get rid of it. It's a terrible shot.
95.
But no, it's a beautiful shot from our brilliant, brilliant production team who put in a lot of hard hours this
60.
year.
It was quite interesting if you look at, obviously, Alex's setup. He's got the straight barrel,
99.
and he's got the molded flight, but the molded flight's more of a, different an unusual flight you would see dart players using.
99.
That's good. 99 there from Dev to leave 178. But it's Alex with the ladder shot. Well,
See, if that was on the side camera, that would have gone
44. Devon 170.
Big fish. See, again, if that was a side camera, it would have gone in.
see what you're doing now. We'll see what you're doing.
67. Alex Ricard 76.
Don't do the side camera here. 76 is Spelman.
So it'd be 20 for tops. So it's double top to go 2-1 up. That's brilliant darts.
Alex Spelman.
Spelman 2-1 up, and he may well now have a vice-like grip.
Four-way
Remember,
Devon
if
to
you have
third
joined
first,
us for the
game
first
on.
time this week, the format's best of 5 as opposed to best of 7, so 3 legs will get you a win in this particular format.
No score.
It's a brilliant first dart there from Alex to put the pressure on. That's not the first time
65.
he's gone for the 20s, and he's had a very dart similar like that in the 5s.
$112.
That's really good recovery there from Dev.
$38.
So it's a good chance for Dev to apply some pressure. Absolutely superb, finding the 2 darts in the treble. And he follows up. Absolutely fantastic for the first 180 of the match.
Devon looking to take us all the way to a last leg decider. However, Spelman is going to give up with a bit of a push and a bit of a fight.
140.
Should be looking at the 18s to leave 178.
75.
Is it 75, which is even better? So you think with Alex, he needs a good 2 trebles to apply some pressure. Maybe looking at the 18s.
98.
Yeah, sensible play there.
Devon 134.
So 134 for Petersen to take us all the way. He's going to leave himself with a double. He's effectively
94.
told Spelman
Alex
that he's going to have to take it out if he's
160.
going to win the game 3-1.
So this is the harder ladder shot, as I would call it.
Well, what do you give for a 140, mate?
100.
Well, he decides to
Devon
stick
40.
there. Petersen looking at tops then to take us all the way. Double 10 is what you're looking at. Can he just slide it across? Yes, he
Game
can.
24 for Devon Petersen.
And we are back on level terms, and we go all the way to a deciding
Final
leg.
Alex to throw first. Game on.
And this is where I thought Devon was very strong yesterday in the last legs. A bit like Kevin Painter was this afternoon in Group C.
Yeah, it was a bit like a
70.
terrier, wasn't he, Kev? Just snapping at everybody's ankles.
No score.
You know, to be fair, this is a crucial win for both players. Obviously, it puts Alex back in, you know, top of the pile with 8 points on the board. But, you know, with Dev, he would have been back on the points with everyone again.
80.
Maxi for Spelman. Petersen under it now.
32.
He's got it in, but I just don't know why he's staying there, Dev.
That's a good first start there from Alex. We're going to go back-to-back 180s.
140.
We spoke about this yesterday, man. Dev, I like you, and you're annoying me because you're doing it wrong, but doing it right.
111.
Anyway, 111 for the match for Spelman.
So it's 54, 14 for tops or 18 for 36. Should be looking at 14s. So it's double top for 111.
Getting shown the match, Alex Spelman.
And that is some way to seal it if you're Alex Spelman. A 3-2 win over Devon Petersen. And it was rounded off with a 111 checkout. 12 darts, a 3 from 3 in terms of the finishing doubles for Alex Spelman. That's the tail of the tape for match 1. Game 2 is Steve West and Graham Usher. Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius?
Yes.
Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Lewandowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready, and it's trophy time. So receive the trophy. £25,000. The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And one more time, the 8th Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor?
One more time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McEwen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series champion, retaining his title, the Nuke, Luke Lidlow! Welcome back to the Modus Super Series, where before the break we saw Alex Spelman get the better of Devon Petersen by 3 legs to 2. Our next game is a meeting between Steve West and Graham Usher. Steve West, who, as you can see, with the cast on his left hand, but with the darts in his right. The 50-year-old from Waterlooville, 5 times a weekly winner in the past, up against Graham Usher, the 52-year-old from Scarborough, former series runner-up. And I'm in the company of the former World Youth Champion, Keegan Brown, who will be expertly casting his beady eye over proceedings between now and the end of play tomorrow night.
Looks like Steve to throw first.
Which means, unfortunately for you, you've got a lot of time spent in my company. We better get well acquainted, good sir.
Well, I'm quite glad because I think it's me and Trina tomorrow night. So I'm really looking forward to that. First time, obviously, be with Trina, but
Score.
to be fair, you're not a bad second. I'll give you that one, Enners.
Well, Steve West there had a double 18 that came in and spat back out the board again.
No score.
Luckily for him, Graham Usher cannot find anything on the top target. Does he stay there? Does he divert his eyes across?
No
Not this time. Well, Usher finds tops.
80.
And finds himself on the board in this leg. And he's taken the throw off for Steve West here. Gets there 8th time of trying.
60.
So he kicks off his first scoring turn, at least anyway, over 60. Usher looking to make waves against the throw right from the get-go. Finds an opening max. An opening salvo from the Scarborough Supremo.
60.
And I'm sure if Usher gets through tonight, he'll be saying,
57.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And going back to the action, well,
99.
it's a good 99 by there, but Westy, but you think the momentum, unfortunately, left Westy with the first couple
100.
of throws going for the double. And to be fair to Graham, he's absolutely pounced on the opportunity. You can't, if Steve West gives you an opportunity, you're going to have to take it.
92.
There's no ifs or buts. He's
84.
a 5-time weekly winner here at the Modus Super Series, so he definitely knows how to win a game, doesn't he?
One of the most prolific winners.
68.
Although people are slowly but surely catching up with Steve now. Likes of Harrison, Duff, and... Well, Jimmy Van Schie is
100.
etching ever closer to that
Graham
tally as well.
16.
But it's Usher on double 8.
8.
But he's
Supercar
bodged
90.
4 chances to win this opening leg. And so Steve West is back for 90.
What a fantastic dart that is from Westy. Should be using that as a guide. Superb
Game
dart.
show on the first leg, Steve West.
See, I don't know if that was a celebration or of him just moving his cast out slightly out.
Something like Graham to through first. Game on.
But either way, absolutely fantastic darts there from Westy.
So because it's the last day tomorrow, if he qualifies,
80.
you know how on the last day of school you get things signed for you? If Steve West qualifies for tomorrow night, is everyone going to sign his cast?
Well, obviously I was speaking to Westy last night, and
160.
unfortunately he's got that cast on until the 31st of December, but it's not
140.
it's a temporary cast, so obviously there's no way you can't sign it because it would just break it off.
$68. $125.
Well, it turns out that every week Steve West needs a weekly darts cast.
83.
Other boxing
Graham McCarthy,
podcasts are
156.
available. 156 for West. Sorry, for Usher even.
Just to let you know, Henry,
100.
Westy's the one with the cast on. Now it's Steve.
I had Steve West in my brain.
68.
Right, 56
Graham
for
McCarthy,
Usher.
56.
To level this contest up at 1 apiece. He's got 2 in hand, a double top.
Game show on the second leg,
Pins the
Graham
tops, 14 data. And we're back on level terms at 1 apiece.
I'd like Steve to throw first. Game on. No score.
You kind of feel this is a big win, isn't it, for both players? And I know we say that so many times in the early
120.
stages of this group, but Westy, both players, they're both on 4 points. They want to make sure they want to get on 6 points.
105.
Because obviously, next game we've got Devon and Ram, and who's to say Ram ain't going to be on 6 points after that match?
Well, if
96.
Ram wins that next game, then you can make an argument that Devon Petersen is heading very close to the Super Series departure lounge.
Do we have one of them?
Yeah, it's called the front door, and they boot
60.
you out. I know, I've been there.
$100.
Do you know, there's one thing that's very unusual when you see a player like, obviously, Graham Usher. You know, the setup that he uses is very obviously similar to Steve
85.
West, but his darts going quite flat like Alex Spelman, if that makes sense.
105.
So Usher's left himself on 80 to go 2-1 to the goods. West, all he can do is try and apply as much pressure as he can, and he's going the right way about it.
140. Graham got 80.
So put a little bit of pressure on this 80, but Graham leaves another 20 for tops, so it's double top for a 2-1 lead.
60. Steve car 111. $95.
It's good leave to leave
Graham
16.
car 20.
So 2
Each on the
tens.
third leg, Graham
And
Usher.
Usher's 2-1 up. It's another break.
Fourth leg, Graham to through first. Game on. $80.
So 2-1 to the good. And West here with it all to do.
That's a good double off.
60.
Unlucky not to get the ton net.
$140. $100.
Lucky there not to get the 140. But you say, unfortunately, Graham's 60 points in front of this throw.
100.
So you feel now Westy needs a good 2 treble visit.
Well, Usher is now 6 darts away for 181.
137.
West applies as much pressure as he possibly could, but 2 trebles wasn't sufficient enough. And so for the gambler,
84.
he's looking down for the 25. Does leave himself on the 2 darter inadvertently, leaving himself on 97. And so Usher here looking at 97
44. Graham
to
car
complete a
97.
3-1 victory and to get his night off to the perfect start. It's double top
Getting shown
and
the
it's a
match, Graham
14
Usher.
darter, and it's a really good display there from Graham Usher. A 3-1 victory against Steve West to kick off his night. Decent performance, average of 92.12 from the gambler there. 3 from 8 in terms of his finishing doubles, including that 97 checkout just there. Coming up after the break, Devon Petersen takes on Guevara. Hi everybody, welcome back. We're here at the live lounge in Portsmouth for the Modus Super Series, and we are watching here Devon Petersen and Ram Guevara go head to head. Let's meet the players then. Ram making his debut here, throwing the 9-gram darts from the United States of America up against Devon Petersen. We've already seen him tonight. He lost out 3-2 to Alex Spelman in the opening game of the evening. The 39-year-old from Mitchell's playing in South Africa up against Guevara, the 42-year-old from Houston in Texas, making his live lounge debut over the course of these 2 days. He'll be hoping that it extends into a third come Saturday evening. He'll be hoping it's a case of ram, bam, thank you, ma'am, when it comes to tomorrow night's action here.
First leg, Devon to throw first. Game on.
It'd be interesting to see how, obviously, Dev comes back out from that first match to defeat to, obviously, Alex
52.
about a quarter of an hour ago. To be fair, I thought he played really well. Just unlucky in that last leg, wasn't it? Not getting on within a couple of throws and
61.
So I think that's been happening too many times, like over the last day with Dev. Is that first start always tends to be about, maybe an inch just lower than the treble 20, and has how Dev starts stick
95.
up. It can be a blocker at times, but
59. $85.
Good view of the ladder view, as we call it. But Dev still searching for that treble.
60. $100.
It's been a steady leg so far from Ram.
$140.
Good
Run the
140
car,
there.
160.
So 164 Guevara to get the break in the opening leg. He's not going to get it. Petersen may only end up with dart at the ball mine
55.
come the end of this
Devon the car,
particular
90.
combo. Trebles the Brucey bonus. And there is the Brucey bonus. Double 5.
85.
Just low.
Run the
And the
car,
first
105.
cry of Dev for the evening. Now, Guevara looking at 105. Break opportunity here. 90 left. Couple of options. Probably look at treble 18.
53. Devon the car, 5.
So Dev at 5 for the opening leg. So there's 2 darts, a double 2. Madhouse for Dev.
3.
Ah, so
Run the
unlucky.
car, 52.
So Ram at 52 to break the first throw. And he
Being
does it
shot
in
the
2
first
darts.
leg, Ram
Well, he
Guevara.
must feel like that's a break that's been absolutely gift wrapped for him.
Second leg, Ram to throw
That
first.
was-
Game on.
An early Christmas present for the American.
And this is where the tables can change so quickly, can't it? Where
60.
if you look at the table now of Ram, obviously gets the victory now. He goes into 3rd position.
71. $70. $100.
Yeah, it's really good darts there from Dev. That's the type of lie that he wants on the dartboard.
$100.
Solid enough for Ram so far, which I just feel at this present moment in time is probably just enough to get the measure of Devon Petersen.
60.
As I look over to the scoreboard.
97.
Even though the 97 doesn't leave a finish bit, you know, he's 96 in front of Dev.
43.
Six from here.
45.
So Devon, with a ton, he can apply some pressure in this leg. And that's a good second dart there. Looking for a second.
100. Ramnakar 129.
So Guevara looking at 129 to open up a 2-0 lead. Triple 20 for the Bull. Gets it. Bullseye for 2-0.
104.
Clips the 25. So Petersen looking for the 1-2-7 in game. And you feel like it's to keep him in the game. But he strays wide into the treble 3. And so Guevara is returning for 25 to open up a 2-0 lead in the contest.
49. Ramnakar 25.
Should be 9, double 8. And it is. So it's 2 darts, a double 8. Good marker.
Game show
That's
the
good
second
darts
leg,
there.
Ram Guevara.
And so it's 2-0 to Ram. And the ramifications for Devon Petersen are rather severe if he loses this contest, because he'd find himself Devon in the basement. 2 points.
No score.
And he'd be 4 points off both Ram and Graham, who are in the final 2 qualified spots. 6 off of Spelman.
122.
And so effectively, he'd be 4 points off a qualified spot with 4 points left to play for. And when you consider the congealed nature of this group, it's going to be a long way back for Devon.
$100. $100.
That's a good ton there from Dev. Be able to feel this is the man that's got all the tricks at the moment, holding all the cards in this match. And he's playing his cards absolutely superb, isn't he?
Yeah, it's been a good game for Ram Guevara, and he's looking to round it off here.
41. $50.
Smart ball management there to leave 130.
$42. Ramnakar 130.
So it's 130 here. Would he stay there, or would he go for treble 18, or even treble 10? So it'd be 20 for tops.
90.
Get a sub up plate.
So, this, to wrap it up, it's, to be perfectly honest with you, been the most comprehensive of wins for Ram. Once he got his nose in front after what was actually a decent opening leg for Devon, missed a few darts at a double, it's kind of been one-way traffic. Double 10. Seals the win. That was a good performance, that, from Ram Guevara. Sets his stall out for the night. He gets the better of Devon Petersen by 3 legs to 0, and that is a rather disconsolate look on the face of the African warrior. He's played 2 of the first 3. He's lost 2 of the first 3. He is in big trouble, is Devon Petersen. Next up, Graham Usher takes on Alex Spelman.
You will be disappointed with that. He wanted to have
Graham
one dart.
requires 20.
Graham Usher wins the first game of Champions Night, and it was an absolute ripper. He hit one of them on tops. He missed one on double 12. Which one is it? It's the hit!
Outside opportunity for Andy Hamilton. Van der Velde should be getting a match start again here. He's already had one. Mr. Dart at tops for the match to win 4-1. And he dart at double 16, gets the job done there for Jorgen van der Velde. He gets over the line with a 4-2-6.
Did he go for tops or did he just overshoot the single? Jimmy doesn't care. Jimmy just looks to eat this up to make the semi-finals for the second time. Adam Gablas has been eliminated. Keep us guessing. This time he's trying to leave double 18. He knows best, and he takes the lead. He is 2 darts away from a Super Series final. He's 1 dart away. He doesn't need any more darts. Jeff Smith makes the Series 11 final. Is Usher losing his cool a little bit here?
Oh, absolutely. Right now, I'd say the head's gone, and you don't have long to recover. It is very, very short format darts. Van Skeet's halfway to victory.
He only needs 1 more. Jimmy Van Skeet is yet again into a Modus Super Series final.
Flashback vibes. Can Jimmy Van Skeet do the same? Just needs the 1 treble here on the 19s. Finds it. For the ball.
101.
Oh, unlucky. A lot of pressure on it. He's going to split it. 2 darts for double 4 for the match.
Game. Go. And the Modus Super Series 11 champion, Jeff Smith.
Welcome back to the Modus Super Series. Before the break, Devon Petersen lost out by 3 legs to 0 to Ram Guevara. Our 4th game is Graham Usher up against Alex Spelman here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth, where we're enjoying a good night of double trouble darts. And if you are joining us, then thank you for your company. If you have just joined us from coverages elsewhere, or if you're joining us wherever you are in the world, please do let us know where you're tuning into us from, and we will endeavour to get in contact with you throughout the course of the evening. Maybe not like that, but as if you can tweet us at MSS Darts, tell us where you're tuning in from, and we will.
First leg, Graham to throw first.
We will.
Game on.
You can get in touch with us. Anyway, Keegan, what do you think about this 4th game?
Well, to be fair, if it's like how these played like yesterday, then we're in for a fantastic treat, aren't we? You know, let's be honest. You know, Alex won just over the 92 mark yesterday, and you know, and let's be honest, he missed about 10 match starts in the last leg, so way over the 100 mark. And you know, Graham was unfortunately the loser. That's still with a 98 average. So, you know, if anything from yesterday's to go by, today's going to be an absolute cracker.
Yeah, we've seen some cracking darts. We've seen Scott Mitchell and Andy Hamilton qualify their way through to the finals of Double Trouble 4. They joined Neil Duff, who qualified on Wednesday afternoon.
76.
That will be live tomorrow evening. That's 7:30 here on Pluto TV.
45.
Well, that's a left-handed 180 from the left-hander Graham Usher.
And that's opened the door for Alex to work his magic.
25.
Yeah, he's been so good, so reliable, hasn't he? He was the most consistent player on the opening night, putting in a really good display to open up the show against Dev. Average of 83 and change, but 3 from 3 on the doubles in terms of finishing off legs. That was kind of the key trait, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
140.
I found obviously a lot of Alex's throws yesterday was all on the timing. And that 140 bang on
60.
time once again.
I took out 80.
It's gone directly for tops. He doesn't get, but I tell you what, wouldn't this be the ultimate act of darts housery if Usher had gone 3 tops? Tops for the 120, only needed the one of them. And that's some way to get up and running. Spelman decided to do the showman shot. Graham Usher did the business. 1-0 to the gambler.
$120.
Well, Usher up and running straight away, just like Alex Spelman was.
115.
Well, this yesterday was the match of the night, wasn't it? It was the one where both players really came to the party. Spelman won it by 3 legs to 2, averaging 92.5. Graham Usher lost the game despite having the highest average of the week so far in that contest, 98.01 in that particular game. He had 3 180s. In fact, there were 6 180s all told, which in any contest here is good, let alone a double-in, double-out match that only went 5 legs.
61.
I think that's, since obviously I've been here since last night. The majority of games, the averages have been in the mid-80s and high 80s. So the standard's been brilliant all day, it really has. And it's been a privilege to watch all the games here exclusively live on Pluto TV.
85.
And a very warm welcome to our American friends that are joining us over this festive period. And I do want to mark your card as to what's coming up once we're done. We'll do that a little bit more in the next leg as Spelman looks at 153 to level up at 1-1. Finds the treble 20, now looking at treble 19. Couldn't get that. If he'd found it, double 18 would have been the destination. But Usher looking at 143 to go 2 up. Unable to get, so Spelman will be back to level proceedings.
85. Alex Ricard, 68.
So he feels quite early on in the Masters, 68 has to go. So it's 2 darts at double 10 to go 1 apiece. Surely, little kiss off the barrel. Job done.
Game shot in the second leg, Alex
And
Spelman.
so we are level at 1 apiece. Just to remind our friends out in the United States, we have plenty coming up once Christmas is done. And the ADC Global Championship Grand Final is our first event back in 2026. Now, we kick off in the United Kingdom at 12:30. The first dart be thrown closer to 1 o'clock. So it's an early start on Sunday, the 4th of January. It's 7:30 Eastern time if you're going to join us. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
And obviously, if you're further along the west coast in California, that would be around about, it'll be about 2:30 in the morning, won't it?
No, Scott.
Yeah, be a few hours back, yeah.
Sorry, 4:30 in the morning, 8 hours behind us.
Which means you're going to have to get up early. However, if you do fancy waking up a little bit later, you'll be able to watch the latter end of that tournament. But you can watch that to see who the next global star's going to be.
97.
And we have got a locked and loaded quarterfinal lineup for you in that particular competition.
42.
And you know what? This is the beauty of the Modus Super Series, isn't it? Let's be honest. Darts is now visible all around the globe, due to this fantastic platform of Pluto TV. And, a lot of, Americans are definitely enjoying the coverage, being able to watch the Modus Super Series for the first time since Champions Week. And obviously this week's been a prime example, having 2 great American dart players in this Group B.
Well, just to mark your card as to how that grand final's going to look. Johnny Haynes and Niall Cullerton's the first game. Now, the first dart will be thrown at 1 o'clock UK time. So that's 8 o'clock on the Eastern Seaboard in the morning. Then that's followed by Shane Turner, Robbie Martin. After Haynes and Cullerton comes to a close, Tom Sykes takes on Jack Tweddle, before Gary Stone takes on Johnny Barnes. The final will take place at 4 p.m. in the UK. And that's a best of 17 affair. We'll probably be off air around about 5 o'clock, 5:30, I reckon, that day.
21.
Usher 1-2-1, and he's got time on his side to open up a 2-1 lead in the contest. He's got treble 15 for double 8, and he just grazes the wire of the double 8.
58. Grab your car 16.
See if you feel with Usher, he's got this leg. So it's to a double fault. Surely off the flight.
8.
It's an outside
Alex, your car
chance.
138.
An outside chance for Spelman on the 138. So looking at the... What a great dart. Is he going to stay there? Oh, double 12 for 138.
126. Grab your car 8.
Well, that would have been a steal of a leg if Spelman would have taken that,
Show
for
the
truth be
third leg,
told.
Graham
Usher is
Usher.
the rightful winner of leg 3, and he finds himself 2-1 to the
Fourth
good
leg,
as
Alex,
a
your third
result.
first. Game on.
It's not the first time where Alex has
75.
had a bit of a weird dart there going into the fives.
120.
Do you feel it's quite early on to say it could be these two contesting 1 and 2 in the group?
It's beginning to look
96.
that way. I think the next game between Ram and Steve is going to be huge. Obviously, Steve on 4 points, Ram on 6.
121.
If Steve West wins that, then I think Usher and Spelman are pretty much safe as houses. Them two will spend the rest of the night duking it out as to who's going to progress through in the final spot into Saturday's finale. But Spelman piling in his first max of the match, leaving himself on 150 to take us all the way.
100.
Usher does well to
Alex,
leave
your
himself
car
on the finish, but the ball
150.
very much in the court of the American.
Looking back up to go to the treble 20s.
58. Grab your car 160.
Well, Usher's unable to get the 160, so Spelman will be back for
100.
92
Alex,
to
your car 92.
level up at 2-2. $72 left. Does he look at double-double? He did, but couldn't execute.
23. Grab your car 60.
So it's double top for a 3-1 win for Usher.
Finish on the match, Graham Usher.
Well, as simple as that for the gambler. It means that both him and Spelman are on 8 points in the group. It feels like it's between them two as to who's going to be the top player in the group. The next game has the sense of high status as Ram Guevara takes on Steve West. Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius?
Yes.
Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Labanowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready, and it's trophy time. So receive the trophy. £25,000. The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And one more time, the 8th Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison. waiting for? Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor! One more time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McEwen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series champion, retaining his title, the Nuke, Luke Littler! Welcome back. It's the Modus Super Series, and before the break, Graham Usher got the better of Alex Spelman by 3 legs to 1. Our middle match is between Ram Guevara and Steve West. And this game, you get the sense, is mightily important in terms of the equation in the middle portion of the league standings. Graham Usher and Alex Spelman both on 8 points respectively. They look safe as houses, but they still need that one win so far to guarantee it through. Even if Ram Guevara wins this match, there's a chance that one of them could miss out if West won his last 2 games and made it to 8 points. But he says realistically for Steve, if he's going to make it through to Saturday's finale, he's going to have to win this game against Ram right here, right now.
Yeah, I couldn't say it any better myself there, Henry. To be fair, I don't think Westy did a lot wrong against Graham. He just had a couple of darts where he couldn't get off first of all, and maybe killed the momentum for him as such. But he battled really well
41.
and just came a bit on short.
$100.
Perfect first for Steve. Surely that's a max.
140.
Cheers, Henry. Appreciate that.
I mean, it was begging for another.
45. $135. $26.
Yeah, Westy's playing really well on this leg.
65.
Clever ball management there to leave 120, to leave the ladder shot.
$100.
Can Steve West complete the 120? Is he going to climb the ladder? There's the first rung. There's the second rung. He's climbed to the summit. And that's the second 120 finish in as many games. And what a start that is for Steve West. What is a must-win game for him? He's in touch here.
105.
Just beginning to maybe sense it a little bit more now. Just looks a lot more fluent, doesn't it, Keegan,
56.
from Steve's perspective?
Yeah, definitely. It's really good to see how he bounced back from obviously that loss earlier in the evening.
100.
To be fair, I know he's only legging a bit in, but obviously Westy's thrown just over the 100 mark.
100.
So he's definitely coming out fine in this one, because he knows and understands the importance of what these 2 points means.
The scoring, and particularly the 2 treble scoring, has been absolutely ridiculous. Now, Steve West was on the receiving end of the biggest ever average in the history of double in, double out darts. That was against Robert Thornton in the previous double trouble. Carries on in this vein, then he may well be teetering around Thornton's mark.
55.
But scores like that is not going to aid the cause. But first things first, you just want to get the job done. History books and records will wait for another day.
68. Supercar 101.
It's Westy at 101. Surely not the ball. Double top.
81. Replica 97.
Well, this would be a sucker punch if Guevara can find the 97. Triple 18 tops.
'81. Supercar 20.
210 to West to go 2 up.
Says don't fall over, Oki. Steve, don't do all
Each
the other arm in.
leg Steve West. Third leg Ram to through
To
first.
the goods.
Game on.
He locked in for it.
115.
And I suppose this is where the difference in terms of experience can really come into play as well. Steve's been here, done it on so many occasions, where for Ram, as great as he's had a couple of days, this is uncharted territory, a pressure game in this kind of situation in front of the cameras.
Yeah, 100%.
100.
Obviously, we look at that word momentum again, and for Westy's sake, he wants to hit the double sooner rather than later, because it's nothing worse when you give your opponent a free chance, well, a free throw at the hockey.
45.
Just to paint some pictures for you, Graham Usher will go through the win over Devon Petersen in the next game that we'll be watching here on Pluto TV. And that would
60.
officially eliminate Devon Petersen from the mix.
$60.
So even though Westy's a little bit behind in this leg, he's not out of the contest, is he?
60.
A good 140, 180 does put the pressure back on Ram to perform.
60.
So Guevara 1-2-1 to reduce the gap to 2-1. And plenty of time to do that. West won't be overly perturbed. It is a leg on Ram's darts after all. Oh, 25 to leave double 18.
103.
And that's just on the inside.
$100. Ramnilka 18.
So Guevara is going to split. And the irony of hitting the double 2 means it's double 7.
4. Stevecar 161.
Well, this would be some way to see it if he was to do it for 161. And look at the smirk on his face. Treble 19 leaves treble 18 for the bull. Treble 18 got bullseye for the win. And bullseye to put the cap on what has been a really good performance.
14. Game shown in the third leg, Ram Guevara.
And as a consequence of missing that, Guevara brings it back to 2-1. And looks like these two are getting on like a house on fire.
If it's a house on fire, I would say to everyone, get out of the house. What are Stu doing in it?
No score. $60.
Well, this is the leg for Steve. He kind of had a bit of a freebie in the previous one, but this is the one where he really does have to lock in. Shades a tiny lead.
When people compare averages and everything on darts nowadays, and this is the sort of situation where, after two legs into it, Westy was averaging around about the 97 mark.
100.
And when he just missed them early doubles on, in the previous leg, his average went down by 20 points, and that is a perfect
60.
way of looking. Do you know what? Averages don't mean nothing. Just go for the win. It means absolutely nothing.
Well, I know Martin Adams doesn't really subscribe to that mantra, as Steve West piles in a max to leave himself a 141.
$60. Steve the car 141.
Well, he missed the ball to win it on a 161 in the previous leg. He's not going to get it done with a 141. But unlike the last leg where
60.
Guevara was the power score, he's got a little bit of time and space.
That's a good treble 20 there from Ram.
140. Steve the car 81.
So West here, first chance to close the match out. So it'll be 12 for the ball. So it's bullseye to win 3-1.
44.
Deviated wide of the mark.
81.
Guevara looking at the same combination, but looking for better fortune. It's the little red bit to stay in the game. And just like Steve West, he's veered off to the right. And so for West, 37 to complete a 3-1 win. It's 2 darts, a double 16, of which he only needs the one. A warm embrace between the pair at the end of that one. But it means that between them two, there's nothing to separate them. In fact, Steve West gets the jump of Ram Guevara by way of legs difference. It was a good display. Steve West got out quick, raced into a 2-0 lead. Guevara threatened the comeback, but West wins by 3 legs to 1. Petersen and Usher follows next.
$54. Charlie McGuire, 164. $44. $32. Charlie McGuire, 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair, at least 2 handfuls at this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score. Leaves himself on a 2-darter.
$26. Charlie
Time on his
McGuire,
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
$40.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts. But he'll be coming back.
It's a moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the stage,
Charlie
approaching the
McGuire,
jockey with a
20.
chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone.
Georgia
I think
McGuire,
he's gone to
118.
bust it, maybe. The first title he won, he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust. And
39.
on that situation there, George Scaife wasn't even able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia McGuire,
This is it.
79.
It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
$59. Charlie
Threw the entire
McGuire,
body into that
8.
one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's given George a chance.
Georgia McGuire, 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy.
Go
Couldn't get the job
Got
done.
in the match! And the Red Dragon
George
Modus
Scaife.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George Scaife!
So we're 5 games in here on this Friday night at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. Before the break, Steve West got the better of Ram Guevara by 3-1. Now that means that Steve and Ram are both tied on 6 points at the halfway point of this evening's action. It's Graham Usher and Alex Spelman at the top of the table, both with 8 respectively. Now, Devon Petersen still in with a floating chance. However, those chances, well, to call it wafer thin is probably being fair. Now, he has to win here against Graham Usher to stand any kind of chance. If Graham was to win this contest, then he would be through to tomorrow night's final. Devon Petersen to be eliminated. And then it will be 2 from 3 from Spelman, West and Guevara to find out who will complete the Super 6 and the final Super Series Saturday of 2025. For Graham, there's a poise and a focus about him, and it's also fair to say that he's had to work hard tonight. He's won both his matches 3-1, but there was points in both his games against Steve West and Alex Spelman where things could have got a little bit sticky. It was a really good first display. He averaged in excess of 92, was 3 from 8 in terms of his finishing. It was the same number in terms of his finishing in his second game against Spelman, which included that 120 finish. He's just looked dependable and reliable tonight, if the truth be told, Keegs.
Yeah, 100%. Couldn't say it better, my friend.
$60. $83.
It's a good first perfect light, perfect second. Dev gives it the nod even before it goes in. Absolutely superb there from the African Warrior.
And he's going to have to battle like a warrior. And not just that as well, not just does he have to win his remaining games, he's probably realistically going to have to win him 3-0 to give himself any kind of realistic hope of qualifying through.
41.
And then if he can, fair play to him.
Absolutely.
59. WK 131.
Graham realised he did a bit of a booby there. If he went for a treble, another treble 19, he would have missed it. But Big Dev beat 18 now for tops.
85.
To be fair, I think he would have preferred to hit the treble 4 there rather than the treble 18.
So Petersen looking at 46 to
WK 46.
Take out the opening leg of the contest. Double 16.
21.
Well, that was wild and wide, and it presents Usher with a break chance. An opportunity to really get his claws into the contest. He's been so good on top tonight, it's Graham Usher. Finds a break, leads 1-0. As I say, he's been so good on tops tonight.
65.
The proof is definitely in the pudding. That's a good marker there for Dev.
89. $26. $134.
Yeah, it's a good recovery shot.
$24.
Yeah, let's be honest, if Dev took that first leg, he'd be in a very good, comfortable position, wouldn't he?
Because he's playing okay, but those couple of missed starts that you just sense are going to come back to haunt him. We saw St. Simon in his opening match against Spelman where he could have taken control of the game, but he was 2 from 8 in terms of the finishing and lost it 3-2. It's not as if he's been uncompetitive. He's been there or thereabouts, but when push has come to shove, he's kind of been found wanting in the key moments.
That is the key moments, isn't it?
45.
Unfortunately, it's not gone his way, but so Dev now 20 for tops, so it's double top. To get a leg on the board. 2 10s.
No score.
Well, the only saving grace there is the fact that Usher's all the way back on 2-4-6. And now he's going to get time and space because that bounce out means he can't leave a finish.
40.
Look at Devon in the background.
60.
He's purring, grinning like a Cheshire cat.
So it's double top now to make it 1 apiece.
40.
Well, that's just deviated low. And so he is eventually going to come back to double 10.
45. Devon to car 20.
Well, he's left himself on a finish, Usher, but it's taken him 7 visits to do
Being
so.
on the second leg, Devon
On
Petersen.
throw. And Petersen gets the most routine of breakbacks.
Third leg, Devon to throw first. Game on.
And to be fair to Dev, he could have been 2-0 up at this stage.
I wouldn't mind a present like that on Christmas morning, put it that way.
35.
You got very low expectations there, Henry. Very low.
You're also assuming people buy me Christmas presents.
120. 100.
You feel like Graham's in a bit of a battle now with Dev. It's a good life for the treble, 19. That's a fantastic dart there.
$140.
140 for Usher, effectively halves the score. I just wonder whether this, or whether the first leg misses on the doubles for Devon Petersen is really going to come back to cost him here. He could have had a vice-like grip of this game, but he could find himself behind in the contest at a couple of moments' time.
So Devon really focusing. Another one would be good.
135. Graham car 91.
So it should.
51.
I don't understand that.
60.
To me, go for the bullseye, biggest target on the board. But Dev now, 2 darts, a double top.
40. Graham car 40.
We didn't need to commentate on that. Make of that what you will.
Make
that a 2-1 lead to Graham Usher. He's got the break, he's got the front, and he now has the darts to win this game. And a game that if he wins, he qualifies through to tomorrow night's final. Off straight away with tops.
80. 32.
Picks off a 32 last start, Petersen.
83. 60.
Well, it could be curtains for Petersen before too long. Because Usher here with that maximum has left himself on 158. A win for Usher sees himself through. Defeat for Devon sends him home.
100. Graham car 158.
So 158. Can't be done now.
134. 59. Graham car 24.
For the match, for qualification, well...
That was a deacon dart.
Hey, it wasn't that good. 88.
8.
Right, think about it.
90. Graham car 16.
Well, he's thought about it. For the match, for qualification, Graham Usher's into Saturday night and Devon Petersen consequently is eliminated. Frustration for the African Warrior, but delight for the man from Scarborough. He's through to Saturday's final. And witness the tail of the tape from that contest. 3-1 Graham Usher. Next up, Guevara takes on Alex Spelman. Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius? Yes. Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Lebanowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready, and it's trophy time. So receive the trophy. £25,000. The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And one more time, the 8th Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor?
One more time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McEwen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series champion, retaining his title, the Nuke, Luke Lidlow!
Every time somebody leaves a 127, I actually look at the camera and smile. What's the best place you ever refereed at? And you've hit the nail on the head there. I think the Winter Gardens at Blackpool is the best place that I've ever refereed at. When the actual 9th dart goes in on a 9 darter, it is, it puts an odd feeling that goes through you. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Every minute that I've stepped up on that stage.
Yeah, he's a legend, isn't he, Paul Hicks, and we'll be talking about some of his most iconic moments after the end of today's play. That is here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth on the Modus Super Series Pluto TV channel. So, game number 7 sees Guevara and Alex Spelman go head to head. Look at him. A man in his natural habitat. Absolute legend, absolute icon of the sport. He officiated 4 World Championship finals in a esteemed and illustrious career, including one for Andrew Hamilton against Adrian Lewis. I believe that was his first World Final. There he is.
First leg, Ram to through first.
Game on.
And so Guevara is going to get us underway in this All-American battle.
100.
Pretty much in terms of the permutations as per the previous. Now, any Guevara win, Guevara will be in a provisional qualification spot. Any Spelman wins, Spelman will qualify for finals night. Fairly routine from this point onwards.
41.
It should also be noted that Steve plays 2 of the final 3 games in this group. So he will have plenty of information
39.
by the time he plays those finale matches as to where the land is going to lie. How important could that potentially be? And how much could the fact playing
60.
first on the other side of the coin actually help Ram Guevara, because he can pile the pressure on Steve by winning games?
I think that's the thing, isn't it? You know, it's one of the things in darts, and you know, every time I'm here, and it's easier said than done, but this is the type of scenario where you just keep winning. Don't worry about nobody else, just keep winning, because the moment that you start worrying about how other people are playing and you need favours from other dart players is the moment that you're not concentrating on your game.
$44.
Well, look what's left.
120.
It's been taken out in 2 of the last 3 games, this 120. Is it going to be a hat-trick? Is it going to be a hat-trick? It's a hat-trick, all right. It's another ladder climbed, another summit reached, and this time it's Ram Guevara who provides the goods.
Game on.
Well, that's an absolutely solid 15 dart hole to throw. And let's be honest, Alex actually started that leg with a 160, and he could be starting back-to-back 160s.
105.
Keegan, be quiet until they're on the 7th dart. You said it after dart 1.
Here we
All right,
are.
he's on a 9. He's on a 9.
120.
I like to break the 4th wall here. I can tell you now, when I said that
140.
previous statement, I had about 5 people in my ear telling me to shut up.
And he's not lying either.
140.
Thought there was an echo.
$140.
Absolutely fantastic game of darts we've got here. Alex is averaging over the 100, and Ram's averaging over the 108 mark at the moment.
He's on world record pace in this format.
83. Alex Ricard, 116.
So you feel that 116 is more favourable than the 158? That could be a good dart. The ladder view.
100. Ram Ricard, 158.
And that's how you stack. However, things going to stack against Spelman here. Guevara's not going to find the 158, and so the Jackal to level up at 1 apiece is going to get 3 darts in his hand at double 8.
16.
Good leg this, leaving double 8 after a dozen.
Should be kissing off the barrel. Wow. I would have gave them all in.
Game
Had
shot
to.
on the second leg, Alex Spelman. Third leg, Ram to throw first. Game on.
So 1-1. What more drama are we going to get here? Guess what? He's on a 9. Okay, I'll stop.
120.
I can only apologise. I think one of, obviously, my co-pilot tonight, he's had some Smarties in between the last game. And some Sunny Delight.
40.
But absolutely, this is fantastic from Ram. He's absolutely played fantastic here.
140.
And this is when, you know, this is his first time here at the Modus Super Series. Not a normal week, double trouble, and he's currently averaging just shy of 110.
Only problem is, Alex Spelman's also given as good as he's got. Well, this genuinely is
100.
record pace for a double-in, double-out match. The record is 108 on the nose. Robert Thornton against Steve West in the previous incarnation of Double Trouble.
41. Ramnukar 141.
So 141.
$57.
Although Guevara will be hoping that what happens to him doesn't happen to Jan van Veen, who broke the record for the World
50.
Grand Prix highest average by 0.02 of a point. That record that Alarona had since 2001. That was in a losing effort against Luke Littler in the first round.
Another one. We'll leave it handy. Leave 32. So it's 48 left.
44.
Oh, Guevara. Now the average is teetered down
58.
towards a ton on the nose.
Ramnukar 40.
But again, we mentioned it earlier on, stats are irrelevant as long as you get the job done.
For a minute there, Headers, I do, apologise for interrupting, but I honestly thought he was going to say he was on for a 9.
Game on.
They're both on for a 9. Technically not incorrect.
No score.
Wow.
Ram is still on for a 9 here. It's still on. It's still on. Not anymore.
60.
I'm really impressed with how Ram's just faultless in this match, isn't he? Let's be honest. And, he's definitely given it the game to Alex in this contest.
40.
Well, have a look at that. That's the leg-by-leg play. 15, 15, 16.
45.
Brilliant game so far.
$46. $55.
This is the part of the match where sometimes experience is worth every dart. Let's be honest, if you've just tuned in, in North America right now, watching these two great American players playing, you've absolutely joined us in this Christmas cracker.
You've absolutely lucked out here. And I tell you what, Guevara is getting ever so closer. Average now 95, and this now forces the hand of Steve West, who plays 2 of the last 3. Now he plays Devon next, and then plays Spelman in the last. Devon will be completing his campaign here. Guevara has decided to go for the 180 to lead 21.
That's absolutely unbelievable darts here. This could be the highest average we've seen this week.
84. Ramnukar 21.
Well, this for a 3-1 win, and what a performance this has been for Ram Guevara. It's 888.
5.
Put the champagne on ice.
150.
This would be some way to rescue it, but that, I think maybe the less said, the better.
59. Ramnukar 16.
So it's 88 for Rab to get the 3-1 victory he needs. That's a good marker. Over to double full.
12. The
hardest double to hit is the one that wins you the match. And that's an example of it there. Spelman looks at 91. 2 at tops. This would hurt.
71.
But it flicks off the flight and it diverts low. And so this to eventually wrap it up. 2-2, so 3-1 win. Can he just float it over the top? He's getting closer. And he finds a way into the bottom corner. That was a really impressive performance for the most part. Missed a few darts and a double towards the end. Missed 7 before eventually getting over the line. But he beats Alex Spelman by 3 legs to 1. So coming up next is down to Steve West to respond against Devon Petersen.
$54. Charlie Maguire, 164. $44. $32. Charlie require 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair, at least 2 handfuls at this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score. Leaves himself on a 2-darter.
$26. Charlie
Time on his
require
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
$40.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts. But he'll be coming back.
It's a moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the stage,
Charlie
approaching the
require
hockey with a
20.
chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone.
Georgia
I think he's gone to
180.
bust it, maybe. The first title he won, he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust, and
39.
on that situation there, George Gave wasn't even
9.
able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia requires
This is it.
79.
It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
$59. Charlie
Threw the entire
require
body into that
8.
one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's given George a chance.
Georgia require 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy.
Got
Couldn't get the job
it.
done.
Got to end the match. And the Red Dragon
George
Modus
Skate.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George Skate.
But he does. And that's monstrous. What a way to finish it. Double top. 1-2-5 go to Shane Turner.
Oh, what a dart that is.
At the ball for the match. And he nails the ball there. Fantastic shot from Johnny Hayes.
Global Champion. Oh my goodness.
He's still trying to search for a bit of wildlife.
Big hit. Big scream. Tops for the match.
69.
And the moment owned Ham there, didn't it?
Gary
He didn't
McGuire,
own the moment.
20.
And that'll be all Gary Stone needs to hit double 10 now, surely. He's seen the nervousness of that, and that is what top players do.
You can't be serious. Oh my word, that's off the scale.
Double 16. Conor Hanahan. That is a special finish. The ADC Global Championship Grand Finals takes place on Sunday the 4th of January, live here on Pluto TV. 12:30 we kick off, and these are the quarterfinals we're going to be watching. Johnny Haynes takes on Niall Cullerton, Shane Turner up against Robbie Martin. I suppose the tie of the quarterfinals is the meeting between Tom Sykes and Jack Tweddle, and Gary Stone, Johnny Barnes as our final quarterfinal match. Well, he was the global champion. Well, I suppose he technically is for another couple of weeks, Devon Petersen. But there will be a new name on that trophy come January the 4th. As I say, 12:30 start in the UK, 7:30 in the morning if you're watching on the eastern seaboard in the United States. Other people elsewhere, please do have a check of your local listings to find out how you can access the final of the 2025-26 ADC Global Championship. So, crunch time here for Steve West. He's on 6 points. A win of any description would see him leapfrog Ram Guevara, with both then having a game to play. It could well be a straight head-to-head as to who could better the other's result to see who makes it through to the finals. He takes on Devon Petersen, for whom this is the only win that Dev got in the group in his opening match. Is he going to bookend his campaign with wins over Steve West?
No score. No score.
Well, West went for the ball. We have seen that a couple of times. If he hasn't got off with it a couple of visits, he will divert his eyes down to that segment of the board.
16.
Well, Petersen gets off the mark with a double 8.
This is a must-win game for Steve to stay in it, and he would feel a bit more relaxed after that double top one in the last start. I find
125.
Very similar patterns between the Devon Petersen game and the Kevin Payno games at the moment, where when they get that sort of rhythm and fluency,
60.
They score very well, and it's that moment where that half a microsecond, that hesitation, and it affects the whole game.
140. $55.
That first dart dropping low causes Devon some problems.
60.
But West is on what Paul Nicholson would describe as a PBN, a pre-bogey number, because even a 180 wouldn't even want to finish.
Devon car 160.
So that's one, and he's going to stay up there. Looking at the 19s.
80.
It's half the score. What can Westy do? Fantastic darts. 162 there.
Devon car 80.
146. So was Dev with the 80. 67 17s.
30.
50.
Silver car 146.
So 2 treble 19s. There's the first. Couldn't find the second, and so Petersen back for 50 to
90.
get an opening leg break in this contest.
So it's 2 at double 16 to take the open the leg. He can win it on his double he got off.
34. Silver car 56.
So it's 2 at double top. It's a good marker for Westy.
16. Devon Newcar, 16.
So Petersen presented with 3 more, having already missed 2 at 16s and 8s.
No
Oh
score.
my, he's done a Hogan.
Supercar, 40.
Now, that I thought would rattle the cage of Steve West. It'd rattle the cage of a lot of people, that.
Getting shot the first leg, Steve
West
West.
leads 1-0.
Second leg, Devon to throw first. Game on. No score. $79. $80. $100. $60.
It's a good 140 there from Westy. I think it's very important for Steve in this match not to get embroiled into a bit of a dogfight with Devon.
83. $60.
So 1-2-2 left for West to open up a 2-0 lead.
100. Steve DeCar,
And he's got 6 darts from here to double up his lead at the contest. Goes bull first. Treble 19, unable to get, but he's got 76 left.
49.
I'll make that 73 when he comes back.
It's a good first start there from Dev. Hoping to apply some pressure. And he does so.
Steve DeCar, 73.
So he feels 73 has to go. So it's 14 for tops. So it's double top for Steve to make it 2-0.
33. Devon DeCar, 38.
Not to be, and so Petersen will come back looking at a split on the 38. Double 16 for a level game.
6.
Tries to
Steve
float
DeCar,
it,
40.
clips off the barrel, and West for 2-0. Double top. Now double 10. In it
Getting shot on the
goes.
second leg, Steve West.
And in West goes. And he's 1 away from winning this
Third leg,
contest.
Steve to throw first. Game on.
So 2-zip West in first dart.
80.
West wins this game by this margin. He'd actually go up to second in the group. And him and Spelman would both be level on
160.
games. As would Ram be level on games. And all of a sudden, Spelman gets sucked into it.
97.
Yes.
$81.
He knew because yesterday he spent the whole day going, don't mention anything until we get to 6. To be honest, he's not had any opportunity to be on a 9 after 3 all week, really.
121.
Well, I'll be honest there, Henry. It's been really good knowing you, and yeah.
Yeah, I reckon I think maybe Devon would be as much of a mismatch as Jake Paul against Anthony Joshua in a minute.
59. Steve DeCar, 124.
So Westy here, 1T4 for the match. 54 for the ball.
40. Devon DeCar, 80.
So it was 80 to get a leg on the ball. So it was 2 at double 10. Double 5.
75. Supercar 84.
Well, this is for the match for Steve West. It would actually put him in control of his destiny. It's the bull. And the reason I say that is because Spelman and Guevara go head-to-head next. So one will move on to 10 automatic. Sorry, no, they haven't. No.
It's Graham and Ram. Are you okay, Henners?
1. Supercar 25.
Right, 25 for the match. 2 8s for West. 2 8s for West. He's in control of his destiny. 3-0 to the good. A 3-0 win. And he will wait to see his fate. He will play game 10. He'll get his chance to get it done on his terms against Alex Spelman. We'll be back with more Super Series action after the break. Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius? Yeah. Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Lewandowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready, and it's trophy time. So we see the trophy. £25,000. The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And one more time, the 8th Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor?
One more time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McEwen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series champion, retaining his title, the Nuke, Luke Littler! Yeah, the final double troubles tomorrow night, and we know that Graham Usher's going to be there. Steve West, Alex Spelman and Guevara, they are in a foot race to see who is going to join him. Devon Petersen, the only player that's been eliminated from the race so far. So let's get into our final couple of games. It is Usher and Guevara that go head to head. And if Usher wins this, he's on 12 points. Ram Guevara leaves himself in a bit of a hole. If Ram wins this, then he is through. And it means that the final game of the group between Steve West and Alex Spelman would be a straight shootout to determine who the 6th and final player through to Double Trouble 4 would be. And I have to say, we mentioned it yesterday that Graham Usher was perhaps the player that went under the radar a little bit. He's kind of done exactly the same tonight. And that's despite the fact he's had the highest average of the night. Despite the fact he's not lost yet tonight. But it's just felt like we've been talking about other protagonists because there's been a bit of a race behind him.
Yeah, sometimes it's always good just to go underneath the radar, isn't it?
Game on.
But, you know, to be fair, Graham knows he's going to be in a tight game here with Ram, especially the way Ram played in his previous match against Spelman. Absolutely fantastic. And let's be honest, he was very unlucky not to hit the 100 mark.
Well, perfect start for Usher. Maxi puts him in control early on. So, Guevara is also eliminated with a 3-0 loss here. One leg and his hopes would hang on to hoping Spelman loses 3-0 to West in the final
100.
game of the night.
$59. Graham Car 161.
So 161 for Usher, and plenty of time from this point. And he's going to need that luxury to get himself one up.
28.
Looking at 1-3-3, the gambler, to
59.
get his nose in front early on in this contest.
$59.
Well, he knows he's going to be at least another 3 darts, possibly ball. Depends what this pressure this man can put him under.
95. Graham Car 74.
The pressure for Graham
54.
is not quite like for Tyres.
143.
Stay there to set it up. Maybe look at the 19s.
59. Graham Car 20.
So 2 10s to hit the front. Double 5 now. Inside, and so Guevara comes back. He's going to get a look at this 84 to take a leg against a throw in which, if we're going to be perfectly honest, he's had little to no right to win. 79 left, treble 13 or treble 19, the 2 options. Went for the latter.
25. Graham Car 20.
A pig 0 out of that one. Put Graham it.
Getting shot on the first leg.
Straight in there.
And so he moves himself a leg to the good in this contest. But Guevara straight off, start leg 2.
105.
Usher not.
No score.
Not at all.
So Ramirez got a good opportunity to put some pressure.
100. $43.
So you feel Ram wants to keep that pressure on the treble 20s as much as he can.
83.
That was a good 83, that. Like I said, you know, this is obviously Ram's last game in the evening, and
85.
you know, it could be his last game of the week. But I tell you what, I've really been impressed with him. You know, I think he's had a really good temperament, and you know, I think considering this is his first time playing here,
60.
you know, on TV and you know with the Modus Super Series, I think he's done a really good account of himself.
I can give you
41.
a personal guarantee this is not going to be the last
153.
time we see him here. He has acquitted himself superbly. He's looking at 153, but he's got plenty of time to
85.
put ourselves on equilibrionic terms.
$40. Ram your car, 68.
It was a really odd fact, you know. I said about this discard of averages, but Ram's almost, well, he's about 15 points higher than average
28.
than Graham at the moment.
$140.
Good pick over the
Ram your car,
140. Guevara
40.
looking at tops to level up at 1-1. Now, Usher 3-0 or 3-1 qualifies Steve West here.
30. Ram your car,
And if he finds this 152, that is a very live prospect. Guevara is just beginning to
100.
feel the
Ram your
pinch a
car,
little
10.
bit. Just beginning perhaps to feel the weight of what he could do.
So it's 2 at double fault, 1 at double 2. And he gets it.
Game show on the second leg.
How
Ram
did that
Guevara.
just creep in?
Well, your guess is as good as mine. Steve West is going to
Third leg
qualify.
green
He needs
to
Graham
first.
Usher to win 2
Game
on the
on.
spin. The simplicity of this particular
100.
scenario. Solid ton start for Graham Usher.
It's a good to cut off with. Good good double top there. You know, Graham wants to be careful here. He just wants to keep throwing freely.
121. $83. $100. $45.
Well, he's shopping around for a couple of trebles,
140.
finds those couple of trebles, Graham, and he leaves himself on tops after 12 to go 2-1-2 the good. Really good leg this, leaving that particular
139.
target
Graham
after
Carl,
just
40.
a dozen darts thrown.
Game show on the third leg. Graham
Yeah,
Usher.
solid leg. Let's be honest, it's a solid leg if you're not playing
Over
double
Graham
treble,
to
but when you're
first.
playing double
Game
treble,
on.
that's like an 11 dart leg, isn't it?
Right. I've got some
100.
dirt to dish. Apparently, Graham Usher
101.
has a little bit of thanking to do to a very popular online delivery service, because
78.
he had to get next day delivery on his stems because he had ran out and had left them all at
125.
home, so he had to order them all in. And
Does he not realise there's a dart shop just down the road?
44.
I'm sorry, Graham, but you've been dobbed in, pal.
$140. $45.
So
Graham Carl,
135 for Graham
135.
Usher to win this game by 3 legs to 1. Finds the bull. 15s. And he's going to
95.
leave himself very handy indeed when he comes back. It's going to be tops after 12. Second leg in a row he's done that. And it now means
140. Graham Carl,
Ram
40.
Guevara is going to be a very hopeful individual in the last game, because Usher looking at double top.
20.
And those darts
Ram
was to
Carl,
qualify
94.
Steve West through.
Be interested to see what way he goes. Is he going to go for the 25? Oh, straight for tops. What the ultra-aggressive move. 2 attempts.
84. Guevara 20.
He's had darts to save his skin. And so Usher back for double 10. And that double 10 qualified Steve West through to tomorrow night's final. And it means that Guevara is gonna have to sit and watch on. And he's gonna have to be Steve West's biggest fan when he takes on Alex Spelman after the break. But West will be safe in the knowledge that he knows he's through to tomorrow night's final. Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius? Yes. Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Lewandowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready, and it's trophy time. So receive the trophy. £25,000. The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van time, the 8th Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison!
The moment we've all been waiting for. Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor!
Time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McEwen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series champion, retaining his title, the Luke Lidlow! Welcome back. It's the final match of Double Trouble 4 on this Friday night here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. So, let's get to some permutations as we look forward to our final match between Steve West and Alex Spelman. Paul Hinks looks like he's a... What was the name of that guy in Cheers? You know the one I'm on about. The one that just died.
Well, I don't know what to say to that. I think...
what was his name? Oh, you know the one. The one that used to always, he's like the centre of attention of it.
I thought his name was Henry Deacon. I honestly can't remember. I do know who you mean, but nevertheless, you were going to tell us about the potential issues with this game.
Well, basically, Spelman needs a leg. If he gets a leg, it's all over. If West wins 3-0, Guevara by the skin of his teeth will qualify through at the
118.
expense of Alex Spelman. Those are the permutations that are in play.
41. $44.
That's good trouble there from West 8.
135.
Norm.
Yeah, that was a Norm dart. That was a good dart. That was straight in the 60.
125.
That was the name of the character. Anyway, Spelman 214 points away.
140. $96.
Well, 96 leaves 118 for Spelman to get himself on the board. West. It is a weird scenario when you know you're
59.
through, but you're also
Alex Ricard,
batting for somebody else in the
118.
perspective of he's trying to do the job for round Guevara, despite the fact that he knows that he's got his own job completed.
You know, I think Alex looking at double 19.
99. Civicar 126.
But I think, you know, this is the issue where you have to block it all out. You are in control, but Westy it. So it's the bullseye for a 126.
101. Alex Ricard 19.
Well, this is to confirm the 6. Oh, he strayed wide. At least if he strayed wide to the right. It at least gives himself a dart at double 1. It'd be a mad way to qualify.
17.
I think that was heading on target, bar from the big
25.
deflection. But he's going to come back and he's going to get 3 more. And the most lonesome figure on the board. And because of the way his darts go in, this is awkward. This is awkward. He's got 1 left. To the left-hand side he has to go, and to the left-hand side he finds. And that double 1 gives him the 1 leg that he needs to qualify through to tomorrow night.
Well, Henry, we've had a wonderful night.
It's been a pleasure,
It's been a
kids.
pleasure,
It's been
buddy.
a pleasure.
$115.
Actually, thinking about it, this is the last darts match I'm commentating on in 2025.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
I'm next door tomorrow.
Oh, that's all right. Tomorrow I won't bring the forehead. No, it's been an absolute pleasure as ever working alongside you the last couple of nights there, Henry, and obviously
45.
this afternoon. And, you know, it having you next to me is such, it just makes my life a lot easier. You know, you're obviously top notch at what you do, and, you know, really looking forward to working with you
41.
more next year.
And the feeling is absolutely
26.
mutual, my friend. Harry, you still have to sit next to me in the studio tomorrow night.
54.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
$60. $57. $140.
Well, West in the driver's seat in this second leg. From this point onwards, we're just playing off to see who finishes where, because the winner of this game will be on 10 points,
60.
and the winner will actually find themselves in second position. So, effectively now, this is a second place playoff to avoid playing Graham Usher at the beginning of tomorrow night's session.
65. Civicar 170.
That's one in.
121. Alex Ricard 170.
Well, West was unable to fish it in. Spelman's also unable to find the big catch on the big fish.
96. Stephen
Let's
Carl,
get 96 there. Says 49 for West to make it level pegging. Double top.
Game
And
show
he
the
does
second
so.
leg, Steve West.
It's as easy as that.
Third leg, Alex to throw first. Game on.
Second place playoff is level at 1-1.
No score. No score. $103.
So lucky there not to get the 160.
$57.
Well, both players off the mark.
$59. $59.
That's a good dart from Alex there. Looking at the 19s.
99.
It's a good score, 99. Wesley knows he needs a good 140.
$57. $100.
Ton for Spelman. Leaves him on 140.
$60. Alex Carl, 140.
140 for 2-1. 6 darts from here. And he's going to need that full quota to nestle his nose in front again at 2-1.
82. $82. Alex Carl, 58.
So Spelman to put himself to within one of victory, looking at 58. Double top it is to go 2-1 up. A
Game
double
on the
top
third
it
leg,
is to
Alex
put himself
Spelman.
to within a leg of victory. Spelman 2, West 1.
Fourth leg, Steve to throw first. Game on.
Surely. Oh, that's
No
unlucky
score.
that.
$100. No score.
Well, this is Spelman's opportunity to really get this done and won once and for all.
42. No score.
This is an absolutely fantastic chance for Alex here. To make an indent on his throw to get across the
100.
line.
No score.
Could we see a brush in the last leg of Double Trouble on a Friday night?
We saw a brush
57.
early on today, didn't we? Kevin Painter did. And we saw a brush, we saw a Basil, didn't we, when Richie Burnett got brushed. Well, he's going for the ball here. And he gets the ball.
50.
He starts the leg on the ball. Incredible.
Where do you get your energy from?
85.
It might be from the sweets that one of my friends in production may have given me earlier.
100. Alex Ricard, 117.
For the match, 117.
Might be looking at the bullseye.
60.
Be real. Alex will return on 57.
57. Alex Ricard, 57.
So this to complete a 3-1 victory. 17 for double top. Double top, will it go? Double 10, will it go?
47.
No. Well, West has got the leg that was needed to
180.
eliminate
Alex Ricard, 10.
Guevara. And this double 5 will seal a 3-1 win for Spelman. Double 2 for 3-1 win. Double 2's there, but Alex Spelman completes a 3-1 win. He's going to finish in second position. All smiles between the pair at the end of that one. Spelman happy enough to qualify through. He had to do it the hard way, but he is through. And that's the most important thing. That's the tail of the tape. We're going to hear from Graham Usher in a couple of moments' time. He's going to be joining himself and Keegan Brown in the studio.
He will be disappointed with that. He wanted to have
Graham
one dart.
requires 20.
Graham Usher wins the first game of Champions Night, and it was an absolute ripper. He hit one of them on tops. He missed one on double 12. Which one is it? It's the hit.
Outside opportunity for Andy Hamilton. Van der Velde should be getting a match start again here. He's already had one. Mr. Dart at tops for the match to win 4-1. And he Dart at double 16 gets the job done there for Jurgen van der Velde. He gets over the line with a 4-2-6.
Did he go for tops, or did he just overshoot the single? Jimmy doesn't care. Jimmy just looks to eat this up to make the semi-finals for the second time. Adam Kaplas has been eliminated. Keep us guessing. This time he's trying to leave double 18. He knows best, and he takes the lead. He's 2 darts away from a Super Series final. He's 1 dart away. He doesn't need any more darts. Jeff Smith makes the Series 11 final. Is Usher losing his cool a little bit here?
Oh, absolutely. Right now, I'd say the head's gone. And you don't have long to recover. It is very, very short format darts. Van Skeet's halfway to victory.
He only needs one more. Jimmy Van Skeet is yet again into a Modus Super Series final.
Flashback vibes. Can Jimmy Van Skeet do the same? Just needs the one treble here on the 19s. Finds it. For the ball.
101.
Oh, unlucky. A lot of pressure on it. He's going to split it. 2 darts for double 4 for the match.
Game. Go. And the Modus Super Series 11 champion, Jeff Smith.
Well, it's the end of another eventful day here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth, where before the break we saw Alex Spelman get the better of Steve West by 3 legs to 1. So that means Spelman and West, they're both going to be through. Alex Spelman in P2, Steve West in P3. But the man at the top of the table, Graham Usher, he had the perfect night on Friday, and as you can see, 12 points was enough for him to seal his place through to the finals. Alex Spelman in 10 points, on 10 points in second, and Steve West with 8 points in third. Ram Guevara, 8 points, is a very decent opening display to a Super Series career, but he is narrowly missed out. I'm sure we're going to see plenty more of him in the future. However, it's a man we've seen plenty of that has won this Group B. So many congratulations to Graham Usher, who joins myself and Keegan in the studio. Tonight, it looked business-like from dart 1 to the end.
Yeah, for some reason yesterday I was a little bit, just never settled from the first dart, didn't feel comfortable, prepared a little bit different today, and yeah, from the first dart I just felt switched on, and I knew that I was going to do okay today, and I did.
How much did your experience here come to tell as well? Because you know what these scenarios like, particularly in Group B, where if it's tight after night 1, if you can get off to a quick start, it just gives you every sort of advantage, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, and you know, the Thursday night, you know, as long as you can pick a couple of points up and not too far behind, yeah, and I knew if I come in and got a good start, I'd be okay, and lucky enough I got away with a few things, so yeah, you know, looking forward to tomorrow now.
It's quite interesting because there was such a dogfight behind Graham. He kind of went under the radar a little bit tonight.
Yeah, 100%. I think that sometimes that's the best way to be, isn't it? You know, and you could tell where some people's performances were a bit off compared to yesterday. And I thought straight away, well, they're looking at the table, they're looking at all the scenarios and what ifs and what are. And Graham just went up there, played darts properly, went up there and got the job done in every match. And that's all you asked for. What did you think he did so right tonight? To be fair, I think it's just experience. You know, let's be honest. Graham's an absolutely world-class dart player, and he just did everything right, in my opinion. And yeah, but it was these finishes where they were just the 2 darters, and they were just going in as 2 darters. They weren't going as 6 darters, and you know that was the difference between the top and everybody else tonight. What was it like playing the double in, double out? I imagine you've probably played a little bit locally, but I suppose it's a bit different playing it on a stage like this.
No, I've never played it before.
Never?
First time ever. And I only nearly messed up once. I was playing Dev when he went off with 52 or whatever it was. And I'd gone off with tops, and I went for tops again. And I was like, oh. And Paul looked at me. But no, it's the first time I played it. I've really enjoyed it. It's a leveller. It's really, really good. I've really enjoyed it, obviously, getting through. But yeah, I'd love to come back and do it again.
Does it refine the skill set? Because we talk about you a lot as a power scorer, don't we? Does it kind of refine that doubling skill set, which I know at times we've kind of spoken about, it's been an area you've kind of needed to sharpen up on at points?
Yeah, I mean, I do rely on me scoring a hell of a lot. But, you know, you do focus from the very first start where, you know, you fall for treble 20, if it goes a little bit, you are switched on from the very first start. And like I say, yesterday, I wasn't really feeling it. Today, I've came in and, you know, won all 4 games. Look forward to tomorrow. Do
you feel like you're beginning to peak at the right time in the week?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I'm a home person. I like to be at home with my family, as I always mention, you know, Joe and Libby and Maddie and things. So with it being near Christmas, I was a bit like, I've probably come in relaxed thinking, well, if I don't qualify, I'm going home. You know, and it's, you know, probably that's why I played better than I did yesterday. I was a little bit more relaxed, but you've got me tomorrow, unfortunately, for years.
Mentioning your Joe, he's dobbed you in tonight. What's this I hear about equipment needing to be bought off of Amazon?
I'm not going to tell you what you're on about.
Not guilty, Your Honour.
If you look back at I think it's the first day or second day, I had to borrow some flights off Neil Duff, which he very kindly donated. But they were a little bit shorter, so I was on the phone to Joe, said, I've left the bag at home, I've got like 1 set of stems and one's broke and I'm done. So he ordered some on Amazon, they got delivered to a hotel and yeah, I managed to get away with it.
Other delivery services are available. Right, let's have a look at the tournament bracket then, because this is how the rest of the week has looked. Keegan, Neil Duff on Group A on Wednesday afternoon. Scott Mitchell and Andy Hamilton won their way through. This is a bit of a legends lineup, this, isn't it, Keegs?
Yeah, 100%. You know, you've got world champions, you've got former PDC, you know, champions as well, and yeah, it's just an absolutely brilliant lineup, isn't it? And you know, it's like we said earlier, you know, every group has actually got quality in, and you know, tomorrow night is going to be the best man wins.
It most certainly is. It's going to be live from 7:30 p.m. here on Pluto TV, and this is how the groups are going to look. I want to get your assessment first because you're with Steve again and you're with Mr. Mitchell. That'll be a bit of a contrast of pace, you and him.
Yeah, he needs to sort yourself out, doesn't he, and speed up a little bit. What's wrong with him? You know?
Funny enough, I don't think he'll do that.
No, he won't. Scott does what Scott does, and he does it really well. So, no, I'll just sort of saunter back a little bit slower and have a drink and come back. But I'm looking forward to it. Look, I'm just happy I got through. You know, it was a tough group, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
In terms of the other group, what would be your assessment of it?
Well, yeah, there's not a lot you can separate them, is it? Let's be honest. But yeah, I think, you know, either way we look tomorrow, well, later this evening, should we say?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be actually another fantastic night, and what a fantastic end to the year.
Just want to get your assessment of the season as a whole. Obviously, first year back, having lost your tour card at the beginning of January. How would you say the year as a whole's gone for yourself?
Yeah, I think it's gone better as the year's gone on. You know, like I said to before, PDC was tough and getting beaten, battered every week. You've got to pick yourself back up, and you've got to you've got to get used to winning again. You know, and once you get used to winning again, you start getting into a habit. You know, so it's just building confidence. You know, and enjoying it, which I am doing at the minute. So yeah.
Be a good way to cap off. And I do have to ask the question: does that then lead the pathway to Q School in January?
Yeah, I will be heading that way again. But like I say, it's not the be all and end all. You know, I love Modus. You know, it's been sort of a second home really, so we will just take each game as it comes.
He's going to be dangerous, isn't he?
He's always dangerous, isn't he? No, to be fair, you know, Graham's absolutely been fantastic this year, and I've had the privilege to sit on the table with him all year at the Challenge Tour, you know, Wigan and Germany. But yeah, no, to be fair, you know, he's an absolutely fantastic bloke, and, you know, on and off the hockey, and, you know, I wish him all the best for Q School 100%, and who, you know, if you get your card, then fully fair play to you, mate.
Yeah, and thanks for listening to all my bad jokes as well. You've done very well.
To be fair, I have to pet of Henry half the time, so it's fine.
He has. Gents, thank you very much. Keegan, I'll see you tomorrow night. We shall see you tomorrow night as well, Graham. Plenty coming up across Pluto TV. So coming up next, Paul Hinks's most iconic moments. That's where we look at some of the biggest things that he's done during his time as a referee. That's coming up in a few moments' time. Then we've got the finals of Double Trouble 4. That features Alex Spelman. That is from 7:30 p.m. And, of course, Graham Usher's going to be in there as well. Now, we all know that George Noble is stepping away from the referee's microphone after the World Championship final on Saturday, January the 3rd. You'll be able to recall his career over 30 years. And you know he's going to get a last leg decider in his last ever game in the final call. That's on Saturday the 3rd of January. And then after we get through that 13th set epic, we've got an epic day of darts here at the Live Lounge for the Global Championship Grand Finals. Gary Stone is going to be in there. It's a 12:30 start. It's a bumper Sunday, a super Sunday, you may say, of darting action here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. But that's it from us, where Graham Usher's played his cards right. He's into Saturday night here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth for Double Trouble 4. Bye from us.
The gambler, Graham Usher!
Graham Usher wins the first game of Champions Night.
Look at how it's going. He's got all the time on to what. Don't have to go for the ball, but gets the ball.
What a finish! What a man!
The drum roll finishes, and the target is...
And that was it. And it comes on finals night, and it's another
Dirty Harrison! Van Velzen!
You will be disappointed with that. He wanted to have
Graham
one dart for the match.
requires 20.
Usher wins the first game of Champions Night, and it was an absolute ripper. He hit one of them on tops. He missed one on double 12. Which one is it? It's the hit!
Outside opportunity for Andy Hamilton. Van der Velde should be getting a match start again here. He's already had one. Mr. Darter tops for the match to win 4-1. And the Darter double 16 gets the job done there for Jurgen van der Velde. He gets over the line with a 4-2-6.
Did he go for tops or did he just overshoot the single? Jimmy doesn't care.